Now that we have all the openings for the doors and windows, I am going to want to add actual doors and windows now. So if you put dimensions, let's go ahead and delete those. We don't want to get confused, or we don't need any extra lines in our model to get mixed up with. So this is how it should look, no dimension lines. I did give you all a file from on the Google Classroom. If you go ahead and download that, and then you should be able to upload it. So if you come to this little 3 lines over here, let's go to the home page. And then you should be able to hit open and then find it from your computer. You can go to your downloads, and then it should be located in your downloads. And then you can open it up here. So this file should open. It says, do you want to save changes to your current model? I guess it was talking about that one, and I'll just hit yes. So this is going to open. What I gave you all here is different door sizes. So let's go ahead and check the sizes. And we're going to check it with our tape measure. This is a 3-foot door, a 2-foot 6-inch door, and a 2-foot 4-inch door. I have some 2 feet 6 inches. Yeah, I have a 2-6. Wait, what is this one? I forgot. 2 feet 6 inches. So this is a 2-6-6-8, and it's a 2-6-6-8 because remember, we specify it by its length and then its height. So it's a 2-6 because it's 2 feet 6 inches, and it's 6-8 because it's 6 feet 8 inches tall. So I'm going to grab this 2-6-6-8 door. I'm going to highlight it. It's already in a group. I grouped it for y'all. So all you have to do is right click, and we're going to click this little icon right here, and it says copy. Go ahead and click it, and this should work. So I'm going to go back home and open this file. And then I should be able to paste it with this icon and click paste. And it should paste into your model. Okay, now that that's pasted into the model, I'm going to go, just going to drop it somewhere. And now I could kind of rotate myself and move it to the location with my move tool. And kind of move it to the location that I want it and set it down. Now do notice how it's rotated the wrong way. So I do need to rotate this, and I believe it's this tool. Let me try it before you click it. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be located over here. It's going to be this rotate tool. And what I want to do is make sure that my rotate symbol is on the blue axis, because we're going to be rotating like, I guess it's not even on the blue axis. I just want to make sure it's highlighted blue. So anyway, I'm going to kind of put it right here, place it, click, go along the red axis. Just kind of click. It doesn't matter if you click over here or over here or over here, but it does need to be on the red axis. So I'm going to click next, and then I get to rotate it. I could rotate it however I'd like, but I want to make sure it snaps into the green axis, because when I rotate it, it came in directly. When we placed this door, it came in at 90 degrees to the axis. So if you moved it, I suggest you go delete it and just place it back in here. Like if you move the angle, not if you moved it, because I obviously moved it to the location. I'm talking about like if you rotated it in any way before this, I would definitely delete it and bring it back in. because it was already at 90 degrees, so it was already aligned with an axis. So now I'm just going to rotate it, and I'm going to rotate it on the green axis, and that'll move it 90 degrees. Then I go ahead and rotate how I need to. I'm going to grab my move tool again. I'm going to grab it from this corner. And for now, I'm just going to place it at the corner because that's going to be the easiest. But I will eventually want it placed in the middle. So that probably wasn't the best way to do it. I went back. So I went back. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of rotate to the bottom. And I'm going to grab it with the move tool, and I'm going to grab the center. So I'm going to snap it to the center. I'm not going to pick either end. I'm just going to grab the center of this door, and I'm going to go place it on the center of the wall. There we go. Actually, that's wrong. Don't do that. I was correct. I don't know what I was thinking. We are going to grab it from an edge, and we're going to place it right here. Because I don't know what I was thinking, but when you have a hinge, it's going to need to open. So, oh, okay, I still did mess up. I should restart this video, but no, it's not going to restart this video. Okay. So notice how if I were to go push this door open, the door would, because technically the hinge would be over here if our handle's right here. So our door swing would go like this. We actually want our door swing the opposite way. So I'm going to move this out again so I can see it correctly. Select the door, move it out. I'm going to grab my rotation tool, select it, make sure it's on blue. I'm on the red axis, and I'm going to rotate it all the way to the other side of the red axis. Now that is correct. So now I'm going to grab the move tool, select the edge, and place it at the edge right there. Click out. There we go. So that's how it should look, and then your door swing would technically open. So the reason why it matters is because when you open the door, obviously you have nothing here, so you could just enter the room, versus if we did the other way, you would have to go all the way over here. You wouldn't have a view of this part of the room right when you open the door. So it's just a lot more functional that it opened this way, and that's how we have it in the plans as well, so that the door swing opens that way. Okay, something I do want to mention, and I probably should have mentioned it a long time ago too, but you do want to make sure your door is on outside of the group of the walls. So see how this is the walls? If I were to double click into the walls, it automatically kind of not blurs, but I guess like fades the door, because we can't touch the door because we're only in the group of the walls. So technically, the door can't be edited. But if I click out of the group like I am now, then I could pick if I want to edit the walls, or if I want to edit the door. And I had already put the door in a group for you, so you can't really edit the door unless you double click into it, which you shouldn't need to because the door is perfect. It's fine. So now we need to copy this door into all the additional doors. It's going to work the same way, I believe. So let's go ahead and hit copy. And then I'm going to paste it kind of in this general area and paste. Yeah. Okay, I didn't paste it in the corner, so I'm going to definitely grab the edge and then bring it into that location. So that's correct. And again, when you swing open the door, it swings onto a wall, so you don't have to like walk around if the swing was open the other way. And then I could do it on this one as well. And I don't have to copy it. Well, I don't think so, because it should just paste the same thing that I copied last. So I'm going to paste it or place it, kind of rotate, grab this specific corner right here, and drop it on that corner. Here we go. And now you have 3 doors. Okay, I do need another one right here. So I'm going to paste it. I do need to rotate the door. So I'm going to get my, oops, not that one, the rotation tool. Make sure it's on the blue axis. I'm going to snap it to the green. And I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees and snap it on the red axis. There, I will grab, let me position myself over here. I'm going to grab the move tool, grab the edge, and place it on the edge of this one. Okay, there's 4 doors. And now I'm going to work on my exterior door. So I'm going to save this before I leave. Okay, it's saved. And then I need to go home. I need to go to this file. And I'm going to get the 3-foot door. Select it, copy it. Let's go back home, go into our old file, and now let's paste it. Okay, so now that I think about it, and we learned from this door over here, I do need my knob to be in the middle. So when I rotate it, I'm going to make sure I rotate it to where the knob's in the middle, because we're going to actually do 2 doors. So let's get the rotation tool, make sure it's blue, red axis, and rotate it 90 degrees where it's on the green axis, and we're done. Now I can move it. I'm actually going to grab from now this corner over here, because I know it needs to snap into that corner. So I'm going to grab the edge and place it at the edge. Okay, now I do need one more door. One more 3-foot door. So I know it's already copied, so I just need to paste it in. And now I need to rotate it. Make sure it's on the red axis, and I'm rotating 90 degrees on the green axis. I made sure the knob was on this side. And I'm going to grab it from this point, and I'm going to place it right there. There we go. Those are our doors. And I'm going to end this video here. The second video will be for the windows. Oh, wait. We're not done yet. Okay, so remember I said I grouped the doors for you already? Now we need to make it its own layer. So let's go ahead, or its own tag. So let's go ahead and create a new one. We're going to click the little tags over here off to the right hand side, and I'm click the add tag, which is the plus button, and we're going to make our new tag doors. So what we want to do is we can select all the doors. Let's see. On my computer, all I did to select multiple was I selected it, and then I clicked Shift on my keyboard, hold down Shift, I have not let it go, and I'm going to select all the doors. So I selected them by keeping shift clicked, and now I can right click once they're all highlighted, and I could check its information. So I'm going to click entity info, and the current tag or layer that they're under is untagged. So I want to change that. I click it, and I'm going to put under the door, and there we go. So once they're all highlighted, it's going to tell me that all these doors are under the door tag. Let's go ahead and unselect off of it, and we could check that by, now we could click the little eyeball, and all the doors should be deleted if I don't want to see them. And then we can click the eyeball to turn it back on. Now that's it, and the windows will be on the next video.